I placed my third child, David, for adoption. I was a young single mother. I had my first child when I was 18 and my second one when I was 21. And when I found out I was pregnant again and I was 23 years old, I looked at the two children I had. They didn't have a father in their life, and I felt like my son deserved better. I remember saying my first real prayer, which was just like, please help me, I don't know what to do. And I felt this strength inside me, and I knew that I needed to place my son for adoption. It wasn't an easy choice. It was extremely painful. I met a family. They were wonderful. I remember at night I would lay there. I had a hard time sleeping, and I would imagine my son going home with this family. They were there through all my doctor appointments, and they were there the day my son was born, and I watched them hold him for the first time. And I remember when they walked out of the room just feeling this level of emptiness I didn't understand. After I had David, I started to use drugs, first prescription drugs, opiates, and then I went to street drugs, methamphetamine. My life got a lot worse, and it took years to come back from that. When I finally got sober and started rebuilding a life with my children, I met my husband and we got married and he adopted my children. That's the short version, and I was grateful. I knew the difference because I'd been in some dark places, and I had 4.5 years sober, and then I relapsed on prescription drugs and ended up getting involved in illegal real estate deals and going to prison. And I remember when I was in prison, a counselor said, Miss Otter, I think you should talk about your son, because I had made this, little inventory of my life that you placed for adoption. I said, I can't talk about it. It hurts too much. I can't. And finally, I opened up and I shared. And I reached out to him and I wrote him a letter. And when I got home from prison, he wanted to get to know me, and that's been so beautiful. I'll share pictures at the end to get to know him. He's gotten to know my children, and it's like opening this box that's beautiful on the other side of the pain, and I'm so grateful for that.